Well, Emma, 2024, we're finally here. I'm excited. I'm stoked.
Yes.
Little high on sugar from all the Christmas cakes and everything I've been eating with all the relatives. Welcome back. Welcome back to our viewers. We'll keep these posts going.
Yeah, we will.
There's interest there. People have said keep on doing your posts. Remarkably.
I know. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So, let's get into this session. We're going to be talking about the Red Sea, pirates.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
Who
strange
would've
stuff.
thought?
Who would have thought pirates in
Yep.
2024? But yeah, we've got pirates out there in the Red Sea causing the issues and problems.
Yes.
DP World and great expansions
Yep.
further along the eastern seaboard of Australia. So
Yeah.
lots to get into.
Heaps to get into.
Let's hit it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's start. So, Albert, January 2024.
Yeah, well, we're back into it.
Back into it. We've got some big plans for 2024. I just caught up with some of the managers in the team here in Vic. And
Yes, I dropped into your meeting unexpectedly
yes.
and very impressed. Good open conversations are always good.
Very good open
Refocus, reset for the new year, and it is business 101, getting back to the basics and focusing on that. It's going to be a challenging year
Yeah.
from what we hear. Retail sector. I was away. I was up in Gippsland. It was pretty ordinary. Hardly any people around anywhere. Retail shops were suffering a bit. My other son went to Marimbula, and he said also up there it looked rather quiet. So looks like everyone spent their money.
Yeah.
All went around Europe earlier in the year, and now we're just waiting to see what this year brings. But we're self-determining,
Yeah.
so we're building our sales team.
Absolutely.
We're doubling up on our advertising, our
Yes.
promotion, in order to get ahead of the wave, and the wave being this sense that there may be a downturn.
Yeah.
Some of the issues that we're having at the moment, we may as well jump in relation to DP Global.
Yeah.
I've heard
issues.
from a number of freight forwarders, they're saying to their customers, normal lead time is 3 months, so allow another month to 2 months, so allow a 5-month lead time. But that's going to impact their business as well, that
Yeah.
projection forward
Yeah.
about what products they're buying, what do they think may sell in the Australian market, and obviously investment and having to carry that cost for a longer time, all because of this dispute. But also perishables that are sitting on the wharf that can't get out, and they're going to be either a shortened shelf life, or they may not be able to sell their product.
That's right.
So there are some big issues.
Yeah, we've already didn't get 3 containers this
Yes.
week because of the delays with DP World and the port. So
And you're right, it may not sound like much, but that freight that's coming into the supply chain just isn't there, so workers will not have work and, unemployment. And then also the additional costs now of having to send a freight around the bottom of Africa as opposed through the Red Sea, all the
Yes.
disputes they've had there with pirates and the escalating issues in Gaza, and now China weighing in
Yes.
that they want sovereignty over Taiwan, and the similar Russian-Ukraine scenario with China and Taiwan. So there are a couple of global issues facing. I don't want to be a doom and gloom type discussion, but they are concerning.
they are. They're
And
very
relevant,
concerning.
and the world with modern technology and services is a lot smaller. Things
Yes.
happen. There's something that happens has this ripple effect on the other side of the world. So we may be touched on it. So what are we doing? We're increasing our sales team. So we're looking for more salespeople.
Yes.
And just doing a lot more on social media.
Yes.
Letting people know that we're here. So if you're looking for taxi truck services, interstate services, warehousing, please call us. We're here, ready,
There we go.
ready for action.
That's it. We're always ready. So, Albert, just going back to the point of the pirates, some of our viewers may not know what's going on and how that impacts us. So, could you elaborate a little bit on that?
It does sound strange in our modern times that
does,
we
yeah.
have pirates.
Yeah.
But the Houthis that come from Yemen also control a lot of the seas. It's on their shores, so it's affecting trade and slowing down trade from Asia and Europe into other regions of the world, and they're doing that in support of the dispute that's going on in the Gaza Strip at the moment.
Yeah.
So ships are having to divert and go, instead of going through the Red Sea in a shorter route, they're having to come around the Cape of Good Hope and right at the southern point of Africa. So it's going to increase the cost because there's more fuel and it's taking longer to get the containers across. But it's a real dispute with real pirates, all because of other global events and fractions supporting other regimes that they wish to support. And it is a real disruption to container movements and shipping lanes. And I dare say there'll be a lot more that will be happening. I know that other countries are getting involved in that dispute. Emma, we've all just got back. I'm sure all of our viewers are interested into what did you get up to? We're just recently comparing tans. Probably not right thing with being skin conscious, but first thing everyone came to office and we're all, who's got the best tan? Who had the most sun out there? And apparently enjoyed themselves. But what did you do?
Yes, I did enjoy the sun. I went away for a couple of days. My family have a house in Rye. My auntie's partner has a house in Rye. So we spent there a couple of days with the family.
Yep.
We got probably the only 2 or 3 good days worth of hot weather in Melbourne over our break. But it was nice. It was good. I celebrated a birthday, aged a year.
Who, you?
Yay.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, happy birthday, by the
Thanks. So I had just friends and family over for that, and the rest of it we were just renovating our home. So
yes. Been there, done that.
Yeah, lots of painting, lots of gardening, lots of electrical work. So it was busy. It was really busy, but it was good. It was a good break, and we're getting ready to get back into gear and just go forward 2024. What about you? How was your leave?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, look, we have a place up in Gippsland.
Yep.
So all of our family came to visit. So Kathy and myself were busy entertaining. I must admit, poor Kath didn't really get a break. She was cooking, cleaning, looking after the grandkids. Yep. So she was actually thankful to come back to Melbourne just to get a bit of a break. It was great to have all the family around. Yeah. But like always, big dinners, big breakfast. I ate so much, and I promised myself that I would try and lose weight and eat lean. You know, the promise we were saying, I'm going to go salad and high protein. Yeah. That all went out the window. I've come back 3 kilos heavier than I left.
You don't look it.
Well, I'm wearing baggy clothes. That's everything. I've gone up a size and everything, just so it doesn't show as much. But now I'm back. I'm going to get back to your routine. You're back home now, so getting back to the routine, doing lots of walking and get back to the gym and eating lean and clean. That's lean and clean is what my eating patterns will be, because I've overindulged over Christmas, but it was great. And that's what holidays are all about.
That's it. That's what they're for. 100%. 2023 brought Sydney in the mix of state transport for us. We've got a good team there. We're growing down in Sydney. We've got a good bunch of drivers now, and we're evolving every week, and we're getting better every day down in Sydney. But there's been a lot of talk from us about Brisbane. Yes. And there's a lot of our clientele asking about Brisbane. A lot of our followers, I'm sure, are intrigued about Brisbane.
Yeah, look, our growth plan is always to be East Coast, and that's not going to slow us down no matter what. Our plans remain on foot.
Yes.
And we're building up a crew, lots of great contacts, and we will be in Brisbane before the end of the first quarter of this year. I know you're keen to get up.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to getting out there and checking out a few sites.
Yeah.
Because we have such a large network now, we've been offered premises as well by a number of our friends and associates. Yes. So the transition into Brisbane will be actually easier than Sydney.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's now about hiring the right people, getting getting them down here, getting them used to our culture, the way that we do our things here. I'm pretty excited, as I know you are and the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And we'll be there, and we'll be able to report, hopefully in a couple of weeks, to everyone, share where the site is and what we're doing up there. But it'll be very similar model to what we have here. It'll be local taxi trucks, interstate and warehousing.
Yep.
We're big on food, but all sorts of products we'll be interested in transporting and storing.
Yeah. So if you have any needs in Brisbane,
Yep.
give us a call on 134 888.
That's right. And what's the place that we're looking at? The suburb up?
Yatala.
Yatala.
Yatala, I think it is.
Yatala seems to be the place
Yatala
to
seems
be.
to be the place to be. So yeah,
And
maybe.
and all my friends and compadres in the transport industry that have already an operation in Brisbane saying, man, you've got to be here.
Yeah.
It's all happening. It seems to be the state where it's all buzzing. So
Oh, well, that's better.
we're going to be there for sure, 100%.
Looking good.
Emma, if I was going to ask what's one word that's going to sum up 2024, what would that be?
Adapt.
Adapt. I
Adapt.
think you're right. It is adapting, and we can't take anything for granted.
No.
We may have had things that have been traditionally the status quo, but we've noticed how things have been morphing and changing, even more so, and the speed of change is increasing. So
Yeah.
unless you have this ability to adapt and remain very fluid,
Yes.
and also your thinking has to be open to new ideas and new concepts, I'd say that would be the biggest bit of information we can give out to anyone from our findings is being adaptable.
Yeah.
Changing to the changing times, and look, the market is going to get tighter. Competition is going to be even more fierce. So, what's your point of difference? What's your unique selling feature? How do you distinguish yourself from your competition? That's going to be how you're going to adapt to the best and take advantage and get in front of the wave.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, things like service and all that is all going to now play a very big part in what we do every day. Anybody can
Yep.
give a customer a rate, and we can
Yep.
all give the lowest rate or provide a saving here, there and everywhere. But your service and your team and your communication with your client is going to be paramount this year.
Yep, no, exactly. And I noticed in your meeting today, just to share with everyone, it was all about the mindset and really attacking this year and getting off to a really good start. Having all the staff clearly understand what their job function is, having accountability, having great metrics
Yep.
to measure performance, to allow for self-accountability, and empowering people to make decisions as well that's in line with the corporate vision. And I listened to all that, so we did listen to your meeting, and I thought it was great.
Thank you. No, we've got a good team, and we're all aligned, and we all know we all have the same, you know, target to move forward. We want to grow the business together as a team, but we all have a job to do and a role to do, and aligning everybody and bringing the teams together and talking about it together makes it easier. So yeah, really exciting time for State and the team.
Well done. So what people are you looking for? What are we looking for as a business?
Well, in Brisbane, we're looking for an operations manager,
Yep.
a really good, you know, the
Superstar.
sunglass test operation manager. A superstar operations manager, a fleet operator in Brisbane that can help with recruitment as well to help build up our driver fleet, and an admin manager or an admin person to help us out with some admin work and, you know, putting in new clients in Brisbane and things like that.
Yes.
But in Sydney, we're looking for a whole array of people as well. So Sydney, we're looking for admin staff. We're looking for sales staff. So BDMs, anybody who's got a sales background that can help us build up that business and support Dylan and Ali and the guys down there in Sydney would be great. But also Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne, we're growing substantially. So we're looking for fleet controllers and operators in Melbourne and admin people in Melbourne.
And how do they get in
Sales
contact
people.
with you, Emma? How do they?
So you can call me directly on 134 888, or you can email your resume to emma@statetransport.com.au.
I'm sure the guys, our
Yeah, you put
director
my email down there.
of this film crew that we have here, these dynamic, good-looking guys, can put it up on the screen.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a change and to join a business that's growing and evolving and adapting, now's a great time to join State because we are evolving and it's
We're
going to
like
be
that
great.
rocket on the NASA pad, ready to launch
That's
and
us.
take off.
We're
And
getting ready.
the engines are all revved
Yeah.
up.
So if you're
ready
up for
for
a ride,
liftoff.
let's go.
Please join us.
Let's go. Join us.
Emma, I can't help but notice you're flipping through something there.
Oh, yeah.
It is familiar to me. Maybe if we turn around the camera, it's the only book we have or pamphlet on our sustainability, because obviously we don't want to print paper, but we do have it as a soft copy and that we do send out. And we've been doing a lot of sustainability.
Yeah.
We've been able to create a metric for the fuel and the CO2 emissions, and we're now further modernising the fleet, so those emissions are continuing to go down, and we've saved hundreds and hundreds of thousands of CO2 emissions. We've been speaking with Great Wrap as well,
that's
in relation
really
to
exciting.
their starch-based shrink wrap that we've spoken about in the past. We're trialling it more in our warehouses.
Yep.
And we have moved heavily into electric forklift trucks.
Yes, they've been
and they've been absolutely amazing. And the equipment is very robust. The quick charge times and the opportune charging throughout the day has been a godsend to our people in the warehouse. So it's not only is it clean, also it's offered a lot of operational advantages to being able to run the equipment all day, 7 days a week. So that's been a big advantage.
It's been huge.
And the story doesn't stop. We're looking at other ways to look
at
on how we can increase our sustainability. We're on solar panels up at our main warehouse in Vision Street. We're talking to landlord with solar panels here as well.
We've changed our warehouse lighting as well. So we've got energy efficient warehouse lighting. So that's saving a huge amount of CO2.
And we've got switches here as well. We've had all the panels that are transparent panels that are up on the roof have all been replaced. There's so much more natural light. So when it gets to a certain level, the lights will only switch on. But after, if it's quite bright, the lights aren't on. So we're saving energy along the way as well.
Yeah, we're looking at our routes and the optimization within, the transport and the day-to-day trucks and things like that, how we can optimize some of our runs to, make those more sustainable choices.
Less kilometres travelled for the drivers, less fuel burnt as well. So we're contributing to the overall campaign, and we're very passionate about sustainability.